Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, and today I am finally getting back to my playthrough of Silent War 2.0 with the IJN expansion. Campaign number 3, Turning the Tide. We are starting week 3 of January 1944. So it's been a minute since I've had this one out, so looking forward to jumping back into it here. And hopefully I'm not too rusty from not having played it for it's been at least a month, maybe 2. So let's see how things go here. We'll jump right in with the war event phase. We'll see if we have a war event this week. And we do not. Only on a 0 to 3 on the black die. Torpedo improvement phase. So I had to actually go back to the previous video. I couldn't remember if we had already rolled for hitting our next threshold, which is where is it? Here it is. Our next threshold was 485, and in week 2 we were just a few ships short of that. So this week we are going to get to roll for that, since we are currently at 497. Yeah, 497 for ships sunk. So we'll get to do a roll for torpedo improvement. Hopefully we'll get it this week. If not, our next threshold is 500, so we certainly should be able to roll again next week if we aren't able to. But we're needing to get a 6 or higher in order to move our torpedoes from 0 to +1. So let's see if we can do that. So again, looking for a 6 or higher here. Oh, and a 2. Boo. Alright, well, once again, we are foiled on our torpedo improvement attempt. So we'll have to try again once we hit 500 or more ships sunk. Alright, that's going to take us to our intelligence and weather event phase. So we'll roll on the ultra table. Another 2, which will be period 3, Empire Pacific and the Bismarck Sea. So I doubt we'll do anything in the Bismarck Sea, but certainly in Empire Pacific. All right, then we've got our weather roll. So for January, it's only on a 0. We'll get weather formation, and we do not. So then we go to the RRR segment. No reinforcements to worry about this week. All of our returning subs have already returned, or all of our withdrawing subs, I should say. So we'll go to the ready submarine phase. So over here, we've got 1 sub in at the Bushnell at ship side, so they will go ready for sea. And we have 1 sub pier side at Dutch Harbor that goes ready for sea. Everything else will need to roll. So we'll start here with the Hake at the Fulton. They need a 5 or less. Nope. I've been orienting these this way to kind of match with the way they are in the Vassal module, but I think I prefer them being this way when recording, just because that way they're kind of face up to the camera. Makes things a little bit easier, I think. So we'll do it that way. We'll go back to doing it that way. All right, so here we've got the bowfin and the haddo, each needing a 5 or less. So we'll do black die for the haddo, white die for the bowfin. And haddo makes it out, bowfin does not. Then we've got several here at the Bushnell. So first is the ray, needing a 5 or less. Nope. The archer fish needs a 5 or less. Nope. The pike needs a 4 or less. Nope. And the S47 needs a 4 or less. They made it. Okay, didn't do very well there. Let's hope we do better at our ports. So at Pearl Harbor, we've got the Belau and the Corvina, each needing a 5 or less. So black die for the Corvina, white die for the Belau. And once again, the first one makes it, the second one does not. Let's see what else we got here. At Fremantle, we have the Gudgeon. They need a 5 or less. Nope. And at Dutch Harbor, who is that? Can't see it in the light here. S46 needs a 4 or less. No. Wow. All right, for repairs, we have let's get these flipped around too, just to be consistent. All right, we've got the Capelin needing an 8 or less at Pearl Harbor. Repair box 3. Wow. These die rolls. I hope this isn't a harbinger of things to come. The Apagon and the Rayton both need a 6 or less. So black die for Apagon, white die for Rayton or Rayton. Oh, they both made it. And then the Tarpon needs a 4 or less. Oh, just missed it. Next up, we have the Porpoise at Brisbane in repair box 2. They need a 4 or less. Ooh, just made it. And lastly, we have a couple here. In repair box 1 at Dutch Harbor, we've got the S40 and the 42. So we'll do black die for the 40, white die for the 42. And they are looking for 5 or less. And black makes it, white does not. So this one will come down. They'll have to stay another week at least. And that's it for repairs. So then prep for operations. Move everybody up. Our wolf pack there, hoping they do some good things this week. Haven't had much luck having them stay out more than a week though. Okay, that looks like everybody. So on to the operations segment. Let's get all of our subs that are RTBing headed back in. We've got the, let's see, got several here that could reach the, well, the Bushnell is the only one that this one can reach, the muskellunge. So let's see if we can get them into there. So they'll travel through here. There's only one red box along the path, so no need to roll for transit event check, but then we'll need to see what their damage situation is, see if they can stay at the Bushnell or not. And yes, superficial, so they can come in. Go to their room box. All right, let's see what else we got up here. Got two here in the Marianas. They could go to either the Fulton or the Sperry. Well, let's do the ones here that have no choice. Ones in the Sea of Japan will have to come back, try to get in at the Sperry. Well, they definitely can because they're not damaged. So that's the Greenling with Grider. And they do have to roll those, so they're going to have +2 for leaving Sea of Japan, -1 for being on transit side. Excuse me. So a net +1. So either an 8 or 9. We want to avoid. They got a 5, so they're good. We'll bring them into the Sperry. Next is going to be the, who is this? Billfish. They are damaged. Whoops. Oh, and I just noticed too, we have 4 subs here already. Yes, we do. So they actually get another +1 for congregating risk. The Greenland was fine. They rolled a 5. So they'll actually get a possible transit event on a 7, 8, or 9. They're safe. Now to see if they can stay. 3. Ooh, just missed it. Light damage. So they have to move on. Okay. What else we got here? A whole bunch over here in the East China Sea. I think we should probably, the Fulton has quite a bit of capacity yet. They've only got 1 there, so we can get 6 more into there. So, well, the ones that can't reach, let's do this. Let's get a couple of these. We'll just have them go into the we got here. That's a new S2. That's damaged, so I don't want to send them up that way. Yeah, we'll just send these 2 into the Sperry. They're doing cautious transit, so definitely no transit event check needed. That's going to be the Albacore and the Flasher. We've got 5 there now. They can take 2 more. So we have to move somebody out. think maybe this one could potentially reach either. Yeah, let's go ahead and send them. That's the halibut. Let's send them into the Sperry as well. No transit event check required. So into the broom box they go. All right. The Bushnell has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now, so they can only take one more. And once we move those two out, they could take a couple more. Let's see if there's anybody we want to send down there. Probably this Gato for sure. Let's send them down here. The darter will do cautious movement to the South Philippine Sea. Go into the Bushnell's broom box. Oops. So we'll need to send, let's go ahead and send these two out then, just free up some space. Figure out where we want them to go. We have 4 in the South China Sea 2 area. So I guess, who was that? We moved somebody back from there. That was the Muskellunge. Should have done a transit event check. Since they moved through here, they can't go through this, only patrol moves can. So they should have done a transit event check with a 9, triggering a second roll. They got a 5, so they're fine. All right, so maybe maybe we hold off sending these guys out just yet until we clear some room. Guess it depends on where we want them to go. We're probably going to want these two to go up into here. We'll send these, all 4 of them, up into there. Yeah, let's just hold off on them for now. Won't send anybody else into the Bushnell quite yet. Sperry has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can take one more. And then another after the Haddo moves out. Let's do this. We should have done this first, actually, before we sent these guys through here. We should have sent these back home. That was kind of dumb. Let's do that now. S32, no transit event check needed. Back to Dutch Harbor. They do need to do a damage roll, even though they're undamaged. And anything but superficial puts them in repair box 1, which is where they're going to go. And then the S31 is damaged. So they'll do a regular damage roll. And they got a 5, which is also light damage. So they go to repair box 1. All right, now we can move the Haddo out from the Sperry and into the Sea of Japan. They will have a +2, then -1 because they're on transit side. There is no congregating risk here because remember this wolf pack only counts as 2 subs for congregating risk. So yeah, net +1. There's 2 red boxes there, so 7, 8, or 9. They got a 9. 7 and 8, that's not going to be good. 7 is here, and 8 is blue, which is spotted, engaged, and damaged, return to base. So as soon as they get out, they've already been damaged and have to go back. All right, doesn't bode well for the way this turn is starting out. All right, well, we got 2 more spots that we can fill at the Sperry if we want to, or we got lots of room at the Fulton. I think maybe we'll get most of these back into the Fulton here. Let's get all the undamaged ones first. So we'll send the Sea Dragon there. They don't have to do a transit event check. We'll send the Thresher there. They won't have to do one. And we'll send the Whale there. They also do not have to do one. So let me get all them put in the broom box. Okay, now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are damaged. We also want to try to get in there. Do we have room for 4? No, we don't. We only have room for 3. So one of them will have to go to the Sperry, or attempt to go to the Sperry. Alright, before we do that though, I want to get this wolf pack out of there. So I think we will start doing some patrols. Let's move them to the bottom for now. So we're going to have these 2 patrol in the Empire Pacific, and we'll also have these 2 move in there. That will free up room for this wolf pack to come down. Then we can send them back. All right, so let's go ahead and do the Gunnel search and contact in the Empire Pacific. It's an ultra area, so they'll get a +1 to their search and contact roll. It's going to be a 5-9, which is a low, sorry, orange is low, low density task force. And they get +1 ship in each column that has a number in it. So it's going to be 2, 3, 3, 4. All right, here's what they found. This one is too far, and this one is upside down. Sea mist. All right, what do we want to do here? I kind of want to go into column D, I think. We'll start off cautious. Oh, come on. All right, and it begins. good. It's the Namikaze. They're only a half. They become 3.5 thanks to the diligent status. But since we are cautious, we have a chance to nullify that. So we need to roll greater than 3.5, which means we need a 4 or higher. And pray we don't get a 0. Nice. Okay. So they are no longer diligent, which I indicate by flipping this upside down, which means they get -1 to their TDC, or to their ASW rating. So they're a 2.5 now, but also since they're not diligent anymore, we can unflip them. Do it this way. All right, so let's continue. We'll just flip these other 3 then that are here. Ooh, we got the Yamato. We got a carrier. And another battleship. So let's see, we're in the Empire Pacific, so we should be good, other than possibly the Yamato. Let's see, let's find their replacement. They get replaced with, actually I think there's 2 that they could possibly be either the Yamato or the Musashi, right? Is the Musashi in yet? I think they are. Yeah, because they came in during December of 42. Well, yeah, they've been in there for a while. Let's see how this works again with this replacement table for the named ships. So for the Yamato, we use the IJN set unit. For the Musashi, we use the IJN set unit. And then actually, so it used to be in the original rules, only the Yamato actually went into the war mix. And then if you drew it, you were supposed to like roll a die to see whether it was really the Yamato or if it was the Musashi. But Brian made a change to the war mix table recently, and now the Musashi, actually, did I print that one out yet? I don't think I've printed it out yet. And have I actually incorporated that yet? I think that might have happened since the last time I played, so I need to update this. There's actually now a separate line for the Musashi, and they both get added to the war mix now during, I think just during war period 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so for the time being, since I haven't actually made that change yet, let me just confirm that. I don't see the Musashi. See if the Musashi is in the cup. Not in there. So yeah, let's roll a die. We'll do it the original method for now, until I get my war mix up to date. Forgot about that. So we'll do even. It actually is the Yamato. Odd, it's the Musashi. So it is the Yamato. So where are they at? Right there. But then, notice the little flag there by the name. We have to check to see if this is actually one of the areas that the Yamato can be found in during this point in time. So during 43 and 44, the Yamato-class battleships may only be encountered in the East China Sea, South China Sea, North Philippine Sea, Marianas, and the Carolines. So unfortunately not Empire Pacific. So it just gets returned and no ship is drawn in its place. So the Yamato is not actually there. But then we do have a chance to still potentially draw it to replace that battleship counter. Let's see what it ends up being. is the Musashi. We also cannot find here, so this gets returned without being replaced. So really all we have is a carrier, and let's see, I think they're down to only 2 left. Yeah, they got the Kaio and the Chitose. Which actually I need to double check, because I never realized this before, that the Chitose is actually a replacement for one of the AO for an oiler. It actually is one of those like conversion ships, like the what's it called? The Issei and the Hyuga. Those were both converted into BVs later in the war. And then the Chitose, yeah, there's actually an AV Chitose that got converted into the CV Chitose. So I need to double check, because if we've actually sunk the AV Chitose, then the CV Chitose should not come into play. So let me double check on that, and I'll be right back. All right, so yeah, the AV Chitose actually was removed in December 42, which is before we even started this scenario. It started in April 43, so we definitely did not sink it, because it wasn't even in play. So they do have the converted CV Chitose now, but yeah, that whole thing with the conversion ships and all that, I'm going to make sure when we redo the IJN rules, 2.1 IJN rules, we make some mention about how those are supposed to work, because unless you're a World War II in the Pacific aficionado, which I am not, you wouldn't even know that that was the case and how those should work. So I only know because I saw a BGG post recently of someone asking about them and how they should be handled. So we'll make sure we spell that out explicitly for those conversion ships and what to do with them if they get sunk and all that kind of thing. So, all right. So anyway, so we've got the Chitose or the Kaio. Those are options. So we'll do even for the Chitose, odd for the Kaio. And it is even, so it is the Chitose. Or Chitose. All right, that goes back into D. These all go back into there. This can go back into there. All right, so we just have the one ship after all of that we can target. So hopefully we get a decent TDC marker for it. No, we didn't. All right, so they're a 3 plus 1 is 4. We're a 7. So we're going to need a 3 or less. And not even close. They do get to counterattack because they have they're an aircraft capable ship, so they have 1/2 ASW plus rounds up to 1. There's 1 red box. 3 for the war period makes 5. We have 4 defense, so they will be on the 1 to 2 row. And let's see what they get. Oh, and they have a -1 because we are cautious. So 6 on the 1 to 2 row is nothing. All right. We definitely don't want to flip that one over. So I think for the reattack, we slide over to here so we have access to some more ships to flip. And I think we'll stay cautious. Let's take a look at, I guess we might as well see these. So a light cruiser and another light cruiser, which, yeah, they do have more than one of those. It's the regular cruisers, they only have one of. And for our third eeny, miny, mo, let's try this one. Oh, nice. An auxiliary. All right, so we need 2 light cruisers. Actually, where are the, yeah, here they are. Let me slide these down. We've got the Yahagi. They just came in this month. Thought that name didn't look familiar. And we have the Noshiro. We've seen that one several times. And for our auxiliary, we have the Mayasan Maru. That's one of those Imperial Japanese Army ships, so we have to look up to see if we're allowed to find them in this area. And yes, Empire Pacific right at the top of the list, so that is valid. TDC markers. All right, let's see if we can get that carrier down this time. -1 there, -1 there, +1, and +2. Nope. All right, so looks like we go after the Yahagi. So this becomes a -2 because it's the reattack round. So 4 - 2 is 2. We are at 7. Man, I wish I had that +1 torpedo. So that's a 5 or less that we need. Nope. And counterattack again will be, nothing's changed. So we'll be on the 1 to 2 row again. This time the -1 for cautious will be canceled by the +1 for reattack. 7. I think we're still safe. Yes, just barely. All right, then we do our endurance check. We did not go aggressive at all, so it's just a straight roll. A rating, right? Yes. Torpedo level 0. So we need a 6 or less. Got it. All right, next we have the Blackfish. Search and contact with a +1. 7-4. 7 is going to be moderate, and then 4 is a small convoy. So moderate, small convoy, and we get +1 in these 3 columns, but not in column D. So 4, 3, 2. All right, we are going to set up in column B We're going to go standard attack posture. Let's have a look at what's over here. Oh, come on, really? First 2 contacts, and we get a diligent escort in each. It's the Akagumo. They're a 3, which becomes a 6. We are not cautious, so we don't get to try to nullify their diligent status. They will get an immediate attack on the diligent escort row with no modifier. A 2 is nothing. All right, let's see what this one is. Okay, we're going to unflip that one. And then we'll try here and here. Okay. Good. We're going to need some easy low defense targets with that diligent escort out there, adding 6 to everybody. And then let's go here. All right, that's our 4. Alrighty, +1. There we go. That's what we needed. Would have preferred it on this one, but all right. Let's see what we've got here. So 2 plus 6 is 8. Minus 3 is 5. And then we've got 7, so we need a 2 or less. Hey, look at that. Unfortunately, a 2 is only enough to damage it. And then we got this big counterattack coming at us. 6 plus 1 plus 3 makes 10. Minus our 4 defense puts them on the 5 to 6 row with no modifier. Ooh, that's going to be bad. 8 on the 5 to 6 row is damaged. At least we don't have the possibility of being sunk like a 9 would have been. So damaged RTB. So much for our thoughts of sliding over to column A to get away from that diligent escort. This is not starting off well. Okay, next we're going to move in the Tang. That's what the astronauts drink, right? So they'll do a transit event check, only a 9. Nope. And then search and contact with a +1. Ooh, 1, 4. I don't think they found anything. They did not. Just missed it. So they will do an endurance check with a +1. Sorry, a -1. Which means they need a 7 or less. Got it. And then the angler. Transit event check. Safe. Search and contact with a +1. And they get a 1, 4. No joy for them either. 7 or less they make, so they can stay out at least. Oh boy. Well, that accomplished what we needed for our wolf pack to move down into the bone-ins without suffering congregating risk. So we'll do that. They each get a -1 to their transit event check rolls. Just confirm that. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Not search and contact. Transit event. -1 if part of a wolf pack. So they won't need to roll. And then we will do a search and contact for them. We will deploy as a group pack. So just a single roll for the entire group with no modifier. We need a 4 or higher to find something here. Yes. Ooh, a task force too. 7. It's going to be a moderate task force. So 2, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got 2 Gatos and a new S2. I definitely want someone in column D, so we'll deploy the Robolo there. And then someone in column C to cover that. I'm wondering though, maybe we just load up Thinking maybe we do this. We'll have the swordfish go first. I think we'll have them do standard attack posture. Let's look at these 3. Okay. Good. Good. And I think for the 4th, they're the only ones that need to worry about anything that's over here. These guys are going to have to flip all of these anyway, unless, well, I guess if they go cautious, they'd only have to flip 3. Yeah, let's try one over here. Okay, good. We just have one that needs to be replaced. Is the AO Kazahaya, 20,000 tons. Nice. Let's see if we can get that bad boy down. Fortunately, they'll be able to shield those 2 armed merchants from the Robolo and the Steelheads. They won't have to worry about their ASW. Unless they get sunk here, of course, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Come on, -3. Oh, come on. Really? I had pulled 2 -3s and I couldn't get one of them on that guy. Oh, well. Well, I think we go after, even though it's less tonnage, think we go after this one to try to get that ASW out of the mix. Even though it's only affecting us, it still is affecting us, or will if it survives. So they're going to be 2 plus 1 ASW makes 3, minus 3 for the TDC, so they're a 0. We're at 6, so we need a 6 or less. There we go. But again, just a damage result. Come on. At least since they're damaged, that reduces their ASW to 0. Although we're still facing 1 either way. I guess it didn't really matter. Would have had the same result over here, though, because they get a +1 for being over a column. All right, let's see. For the counterattack, they've got 1 plus, what do we got here for red boxes? We're in the Bonins now, right? We've got 1 red box, so that's 2, and then another 3 for the war period makes 5. And we are standard posture, so no DRMs involved. I guess I should subtract our defense. So 5 minus 3 is 2, so they'll be on the 1 to 2 row. And they got a 6, so that's going to be nothing. Alrighty. Let's see if our Gatos can fare better. We'll have the Robolo go first, I guess. And they'll go standard attack posture, so we're looking at everything. Goes. I was afraid that was going to be that diligent escort hiding under a red ball again. Got a battleship, hopefully one that we can encounter here. A cruiser and the Yamato again. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure, before we even bother rolling to see if which one it actually is, let's see if we can even find one of them here. In 43, the Bonins is, again, if it was 42, well, actually we're in 44 now, but it's the same list for 43 and 44. If it were 42, we could have found it in both the Empire Pacific and the Bonins, but not in 43 or 44. So that one's going to go away without being replaced, unfortunately. Let's see who our other battleship is. Well, let's do the cruiser first, because that one's easy. There's only one. It's the Suzuya. And then we've got a battleship. I just realized something too. It didn't affect the result, but I should have had another, or I should have had a -1 DRM to my to hit roll for being in a wolf pack. So we actually would have hit on a 7 or less. What did I say it was? Yeah, because it was going to be a 6 or less. But that wasn't our issue. We did hit. We just didn't get enough damage on it. I'll have to remember that for these two for sure, though. Okay, our battleship is the Congo. And I think we might be in luck, because I think that's one that can be found anywhere. Let's consult the normal IJN Battleship Doctrine rules. And they say that, where is it? There it is. BBs and BVs other than the Congo class and Yamato may only appear in those specific areas. So the Congo class can appear anywhere. So we are good to go with that one. And then we need an auxiliary. Get this back in Cup D. auxiliary is the Kokuyo Maru. All right, well, we got some pretty good hunting here, it looks like. With only half an ASW to worry about. We're definitely going to try for that 20,000 ton oiler. And we got to take a shot at the battleship, right? Don't get that opportunity very often. We'll just put the other 3 on these ones in our column. I'd be happy with any one of these. Come on. And then remember, we need to try to get what is it, at least 2 of the subs to sink something to get our Wolfpack experience, I think. All right, so a +1 there, -2 there. That's pretty decent. Ooh, -2 on that one. Oh man, you're gonna make me make that choice. And then a +2 there. Oh boy. The greedy me says, let's go after the Congo. He'd be a 6. We're a 7. So it'd be a 2-hit value of 1, but we have a -1 for being in a wolf pack. So we'd need a 2 or less, but the safe me says, let's try to get our wolf pack experience point. So let's go after this one. We have the reattack round to try to tangle. Oh, because we got this ASW too, actually. So it would actually be a 0. And then with our die roll modifier, a 1 or less. So yeah, let's not do that. We'll try in the reattack. We'll go aggressive, plus we'll have the reattack bonus. So that'll be a better opportunity, I think. So here we've got 3 plus a half, rounds up to 4. And then minus our 2 becomes a 2. We're a 7, so 7 minus 2 is 5. But then we have a -1 because we're in a wolf pack. So actually a 6 or less. There we go, and a 9. That'll definitely do it. So our first kill of the week goes to the Robolo with the AO Kokuyo Maru, 10,000 tons. So that will go on to our pile of shame. Try not to knock it over. It's getting very unstable there. All right, so another ship and 10,000 tons. Okay, good deal. Do have a counterattack from this guy here. So half rounds up to 1. 1 red box, 3 for the war period, makes 5. We're a 4, so 1 to 2 row with no modifier. Good, that's nothing. All right, then we have the steelhead. They don't have anything to flip, so we can just go straight to placing TDCs. They will go aggressive. And we're going to, of course, go after this. And this. And this. And then just as a easy option, we'll go after the damaged merchant there. Nothing else presents itself as a good option. Ooh. All right, so that brings that's actually -4, so, but it brings it equal to going after the cruiser, so definitely this is an option. Let's see what we've got over here. This would be 2, but they're damaged, so they're only a 1. And then 1 for the ASW makes 2. 1 for being over a column makes 3. This becomes a +1 because we're aggressive. So that makes them a 4. So it'd be a 3 for the 2-hit number here. Which with our aggressive and Wolfpack DRMs, we would actually hit on a 5 or less. Here we've got 8 plus the half ASW makes 9. -4 becomes 5. So 7 minus 5 becomes a 2-hit number of 2. And we'd actually hit on a 4 or less with both of our DRMs. This one's going to be the same. And then over here, that's going to be a lot worse than this would be. So I don't think we would want to consider that one. So do we go after the slightly easier shot and much easier to sink option? Or do we try the battleship? I think this time we got to try the battleship, right? We've got 1 ship down. We just need either the Swordfish or the Steelhead to sink something in the reattack. The thing is, we're not even guaranteed that either of them will be able to reattack because you have to roll to see if they can stick around. I got to do it. I got to go after the Congo. So we need a 4 or less with our 2 DRMs. Yes, is 7 enough though? 32,000 tons. It is. We got it. Got our first battleship. Pretty sure that's the first one. So the Steelhead. Come on, pen. There it goes. Steelhead sinks the BB Congo. 32,000 tons. Awesome. Awesome. And that gives us our Wolfpack experience points. I believe, I'll double check on that. I believe that's the criteria. So another ship, 1 away from 500. 32,000 tons. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Puts us at 2,288,000 tons and 499 ships. All right. Clean these up, roll for our counterattack, and then I'll double check on that Wolfpack experience. So it should still be the same, half, all that adds up to 5. They've got 4, so it's a 1 to 2 row, but we went aggressive this time, so they get a +1. 6 is nothing. All right, so we got a couple things to check here now. First, Wolfpack experience. I'm almost certain that it's 2 ships sinking at least 1 each. There we go. That formation, blah, 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 blah. Wolfpack experience. When 2 or more subs in a Wolfpack sink an enemy ship in any one combat phase, the Wolfpack gains a Wolfpack experience point. So that will put us up to 5. We're trying to get to 9 to be able to have, I think it's 3 Wolfpacks we can have then, and they can have 4 subs each. Then, let's see, for re-attack, you have to roll less than or equal to the tactical rating of the sub plus any super skipper value. If they're damaged, you get a +2. So let's see who gets to stay around for re-attack. Swordfish needs to roll 3 or less. Oh, so close. So they can't re-attack, but they are still part of the wolf pack. Robolo needs a 4 or less. No. And Steelhead needs a 4 or less. Come on. What a bummer. All right, so none of them get to re-attack. Now we need to roll for their endurance checks to see if they get to stay together or not. So the only one that went aggressive was a Steelhead, so everyone else will just be a regular roll. Swordfish is a B rating, so they're going to need a 5 or less. Got it. Robolo will need a 6 or less. Oh, come on. And then the Steelhead, since they went aggressive, they will need a 5 or less. No. So only the B rating passed. Go figure. Sorry, he stays. These two have to RTB, which means our wolf pack is disbanded. Unfortunately, we won't be able to form another one this week, so we'll have to wait another week. We'll probably end up leaving. Who's that in there? Leave the Corvina in the ready for sea box to wait for some more buddies to team up with. So these all go back to here. And that means we're at 4 subs there now too. But part of the reason for doing that was so now we can move this guy back into here. The fin back. No transit event check needed. Let's see what their damage is. If they can stay there or not. They cannot. And then the same for, whoops, whoever this is. The runner. So we'll go through here to here. No transit event check needed. I'm knocking things all over the place here. And roll for their damage. They are not superficial, so they can't stay either. And that's that. Oh, shoot. We still got, I forgot about these guys up here. Where are they going to go? We got we got 2 damaged subs that need to RTB up in the East China Sea. So they could theoretically reach the Fulton, who got plenty of room there. There's only 4 there now, so let's send this one back through the Marianas to there. No transit event check needed. Roll for their damage. They get to stay. And then same thing for the batfish. Roll for their damage. And they don't. Okay. I believe that is all of our RTBs that we had to deal with then. So now we can just finish doing our patrols. And I will come back to that a bit later. Okay, I think we'll just start working our way north to south here. So we'll tackle the Curl Islands next. So search and contact for S33. 03, whole lot of nothing. They are a D rating. So they're going to need a 4 or less. Got it. Next is the S41. 5 and 1. That should be something. Sparse small convoy. 2-1. All right, we're going to set up in column A and go aggressive. Merchant, and auxiliary. The Chogei. What am I doing? Oh, I'm such a dummy. I only have a tactical rating of 2. So we should have only revealed these first 2. We'll leave that face down. I was thinking I saw the 3 there, and I'm thinking that's their tactical rating for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Oh, we only get 1 TDC. All right. -1 becomes a -2 because we're aggressive, so they're a 0. We need a 3 or actually our 2 hit number is 3, -1 DRM, so we need a 4 or less. There we go. That's 31, 41. Gets a 3,000-ton merchant. And there's our 500 ships. Cut A for that. Yep, so this will roll up. He's back to 0 and 3,000 tons. 1, 2, 3. And that goes up. All right. So we will get to roll for torpedo improvement next turn. We'll stay aggressive. I mean, I know what that is already, but I would have done that anyway, even had I not. Ooh, the Kamoi, 18,000 tons. All right, should we try for that or? Hang on a second. I think I'm screwing up again. All right, first number is attack value. Second number is tactical rating or defense. Second number is defense. This is the tactical value. All right, so I was right the first time. Let me get that other ship I pulled out the first time. Telling you, it's been too long since I played this game. What was that? The Chogei, right? Yeah. That was the one I originally revealed. So yeah, tactical rating of 2, not 1. So when we went aggressive, we revealed 3. We should have placed a second TDC, but that's fine. We'll live with what we did there. We sunk it anyway, so we couldn't have done any better with another one. Yeah, so now we, I think for the re-attack, we'll probably slide over here just to get a better shot on that one. And get our 2 TDCs again. Well, this time. It should have been 2 TDCs last time. All right. Ooh, -2 and +2. Okay, I guess we should have stayed over there. All right, so with the re-attack and our aggressive bonus, this becomes a -4. So 2 minus 4 is -2, but they're also over a column, so -1. So 3 minus -1 becomes 4. And with our DRM, we need a 5 or less. Hey, 2's only enough to damage it, though. Unfortunately, once we get that next torpedo improvement, it would have been a sink. All right. So that's not a IJN, so we don't have to worry about putting it on the turn track. For our endurance rating, or our endurance check, we need a 2 or less since we went aggressive. Nope. All right. Why don't we slide over here to the Yellow Sea next. We've got the Kingfish, search and contact, 50 will be, a low density small convoy. So 2, 2, and 1. All right. Decisions. I think we go here and go cautious. Oh, nice. 7,000 ton merchant. And let's try this one. Okay. Destroyer will unflip. And hopefully this isn't a diligent. Oh, good. Light cruiser. And it is the Yahagi again. How'd they get all the way up there? They were just over in the, where was that? Either the Empire Pacific or the Bonans, one of the two. All right. Get 4 TDC markers here. Fortunately, we'll have that destroyer to deal with in the re-attack round. Unless we decide to take him out here. Let's see what kind of TDC we get on him. +2, -1. +2, ooh, -3. Should we try it? Problem is we don't know which one it is. It could be, but I mean, even if it's like a 7-3, that would still be 7-8, and we wouldn't have a shot. So yeah, we better not risk it without knowing what it is. So we'll go after this one here. 3 - 1 is 2. We're a 7, so we need a 5 or less. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it. Well, I say we stay here and stay cautious. Let's see what we get for this one. I wonder, I should check the IJN rules to see what the timing of this is. I wonder if we should actually be replacing these with a counter and then unflipping them. I haven't been playing it that way, but it's kind of like, you know what it is. You should know what it is, I think, because you detected it on the radar, right? You decided to avoid it. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I've been playing that wrong. Oh yeah, it's a big boy. The Urakazi 7-2. -2, very nice. That will be our target. So that's a -3 because it's the re-attack round. So 2 + 2 is 4. -3 is 1. We're 7, so we need a 6 or less. So if we roll the same thing we just did, that would be great. That'll work too. 4-4. It's a 3,000 tonner, so 4 is certainly enough. Would have even been enough for the 7,000 tonner. So the Kingfish gets a 3,000 ton merchant. So 3,000 tons, one more ship. For counterattack now, we've got 2 plus 1 plus 3 for the war period is 6. We have 4 defense, but we're in shallow water, so we only subtract 3, which brings us to 3. So 3 to 4 row, plus 1 for reattack, but minus 1 for cautious. 6. Probably spotted us. They did indeed. So we will do our endurance check. A rating, so we need a 6 or less. Got it. And then we'll roll to see if we lose our spotted marker, and we do. Successful patrol by the Kingfish. Let's see how the Tenosa does. 7 and 2. It's going to be a moderate small convoy. We're just getting all the flavors of small convoys here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to have them set up in column B. This one is too close. We're going to go standard attack posture. Let's take a look over here. And these two. And this one. Excellent. 4 merchants all lined up for us. See if we can get maybe some split shot here, either now or in the reattack round. Okay, -1, -2, +1, and -1. I was hoping for a couple of -3s, so might not do it this time. Let's see what our choices are here. So these will be the same. So 2 plus 1 is 3, -1 back down to 2. So this is a 2 hit of 5, as is this one. And the one right in front of us would be 1 minus 2 is -1, and we are 7. So that's an 8. So if we did want to split, we could go, planning on sliding over here for the reattack round, so maybe take a shot at this one and this one. So if we tried to equalize them, they're 3 apart. So we'd probably want to send 4 here and 3 here. So this would be sending 4 less, so that would become a 4. And this would be sending 3 less, that would become only a 2. Yeah. Don't really like that. If we did it, what if we did it, if we split 5-2 instead, then they would each be 3s. Don't really like that either with no DRM. But I guess is 2 chances or 2 shots at rolling 3 or less better than 1 shot at rolling 8 or less? I don't think so. I think we'll just go for the 8 or less. And then the split shot's better when you have like either like your aggressive posture, which lets you add a DRM to each, or if you got your plus torpedo rating where you're getting to add +1 to each separate attack. That's when they become a lot more viable. So we'll just go after this one, needing an excuse me, 8 or less. So anything but a 9. Ooh, just barely. And just barely on the damage roll too. A 3 is just enough to sink it. That was the right decision, I think. That's the Tenosa. Gets a 2,000-ton merchant. One ship, 2,000 more tons. All right, no counterattack. For re-attack, we'll slide over here so we don't have to flip this guy. And switch to aggressive posture, which we can do since we were standard for that one. Now, if we get some nice negatives on both of these, we might be able to try a split shot. Since we'll get that DRM working for us for both rolls. Doesn't look like it. Oh, wow. Okay, so looks like this one's actually going to be easier to hit, which is fine because it's more tons. This becomes a 0. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 for the TDC. We're a 7. 2-hit number of 5. With our DRM, we'll hit on a 6 or less. There we go. Glad those weren't reversed. So they get another 2,000-ton merchant. Up to 503 and 2,298,000 tons. Just about to roll over to 2,300,000. Again, no counterattack. So for endurance check, we did go aggressive, so we need a 5 or less. Ooh, got it. Nice. All right. East China Sea. Do we want to have them just stay there? Or do we want them to slide over into the Empire Pacific? To take advantage of that ultra area. The chance of finding something would be the same. Actually, it wouldn't because they've got the congregating risk, so it would be... oh, wait, yeah, I'm thinking backwards here. So normally they would find something on a 1 or higher. With the congregating risk, they'd find something on a 2 or higher. So slightly better chance of finding something, plus more ships, but then risking the patrol movement over there. think they're the only other one that can respond to it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So we'll have them patrol move over to the Empire Pacific. So they will get a +1 to their transit event check because of congregating risk. So 8 or 9. Safe. And then search and contact without a +1 because the congregating risk nullifies that. 1, 6. I think they just missed out. Oh well. So search or endurance check. I need a 7 or less. They got it. We'll stay out at least. Okay, I think we will have the haddock. If I can set this down. We'll have the haddock transit move into the East China Sea. So transit event check. Not transit move, patrol move. They're fine. And then search and contact. 3 and 2. They just barely found something. Sparse small convoy. 2 and 1. All right. I was thinking to myself, if we get 3 red balls, we'll go ahead and go aggressive. We know this can't be a diligent, so I think I'm still going to go aggressive anyway. Hopefully these aren't both destroyers, or all 3 even. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, good. Yep, that's 1. Oh, good. Okay, so about what I expected. Would have been nice if this turned out to be a light cruiser, but no such luck. Let's hope we get a little baby one. In between. The Minasuki. And for our auxiliary, we're down almost to where we can just start rolling a die for these too. Ooh, nice big one. The Kamoi. Let's get her done. Get her down to the bottom of the sea. All right. -2 there, -3 there, and a +1. So not this time. Maybe we can sink that destroyer though. So if we target him, we ignore his ASW. So he's going to be a 6. This is -4. Yeah, let's do it. 6 -4 makes him a 2. We're at a 7, so that's a 5. With our aggressive DRM, we can hit on a 6 or less. Bummer. Counterattack is going to be 1 + 1 + 3 makes 5. We're in shallow water, so subtract 3. 1 to 2 row with a +1. 7. Just barely missed seeing us. Re-attack, we certainly slide over to here. And I think we stay aggressive. We'll play it a little risky here. I get that 18,000 tons. That -3 over here. All right, well, at least it's a -2 now. So that's 4 plus 1 is 5. -2 is 3. So that gives us a 2-hit number of 4. We'd hit on a 5 or less. This one's going to be 2 plus 1 is 3, plus another 1 is 4. -4 is a 0. So they would be a 7. But I really want this 18,000 ton ship, so we're going to go after that one. 5 or less. Well, we would have got the other one. Them's the breaks. Another counterattack on the 3 to 4 row. This time with a +2. Ah, good. 3 is definitely nothing. For our endurance check, since we went aggressive, we need a 5 or less. Oh, just missed it. That's the other thing, once we get that torpedo improvement, or torpedo value up to +1, is we get better target numbers for our endurance checks as well. So hopefully we'll be able to stay out longer on average. All right, I think that's everyone north of there. So let's keep moving south. Actually, we'll probably have the Cisco and the sailfish come up into there as well. Although, I don't know. It's just about as good in the North Philippine Sea. Just a slightly better chance of finding higher density stuff here. But then we're also in shallow water, so probably have these two come up and join them. So yeah, we'll just leave them there. We'll just leave them in the North Philippine Sea for now. So we've got the Cisco first. Ooh, 0-0, sub versus sub. Let's get that set up here. All right, let me find our enemy submarines. The Germans and the Italians are not options at this point. Let's see which ones of these we can actually find. So we need our submarine table. And again, you go by these dates, not the dates printed on the counters. So we have the ones we haven't sunk yet are the I-400, which isn't available until July of 44. So that one's not an option. We got the I-365, which is a D1. They're available. We've got the RO-63, which is an L4. They've been withdrawn, so they're not available. And we've got the I-361, which is another D1. So we just have these two possibilities. So we'll do even for the 361, odd for the 365. It is even. That's the 361. We got to figure out who's finding who first, though. Refresh my memory again on this. Versus sub. So we roll a die. -1 if it's spotted, -1 if it's damaged, +1 if it has radar, which we do. And if it's 0 to 2, the enemy has spotted the player submarine first, otherwise we detect them first. So only a 0 to 1 in this case would mean they find us. Ooh, and they do. So they are the attacker with a whopping 0 attack rating. We are the target. So we get a TDC. Reveal it. Oh, good. I don't think they're going to have a chance to hit us. So the submarine gets the attacker gets its attack rating, which is 0. No super skipper. Subtract 1 if in shallow waters. Didn't that get nixed? Maybe not. I remember there was something about shallow water not making a difference for sub versus sub, but we'll go with it. So they're at -1. Current value of the Mark 14 torpedo. Torpedo value. Japanese torpedoes have a value of -2. So they're at -3 now for their attack value. And then we total up our defense rating, the TDC marker, so that's 7. And yeah, that's nothing about the shallow water doesn't hurt the our defense in this case like it does if it were an ASW counterattack. So yeah, and then super skipper value. So we've got 7. They've got -3. So -3 -7 is -10. So they do not get to attack because it has to be 0 or higher. So yeah, they completely miss, and that ends the confrontation. So we go to our endurance check as normal, I believe, which means knocking my dice tower over. A rating 6 or less. Just made it. All right, next we have the sailfish. And they get a 1-5, which is going to be nothing. So they will need their B rating. They'll need a 6 or less to stay. They get it. We will have the seal patrol move up to there. So trying to get a net check. Good. Search and contact 8 and 2. 8 is going to be moderate density. 2 is a small convoy. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to have them set up in column B and go cautious. We'll just flip these 3. That's fine. Ooh, don't like that though. Let's try this one. Ooh. All right. We probably won't be sticking around then. It is the Fujinami. We need an auxiliary. And we got the Chogei again. That there. We know what that is. We'll put it there. And over here. Just in case we're able to take them out. Probably not with our 5 attack though. -2 there. -1. 0. And -2. So yeah, even if we targeted them, it'd still be 7 + 1 is 8, -2 is 6. So we got no shot on them. Over here, actually worse than that, because these guys are contributing 1/2 as well. So they've got 2. We've got 2.5 revealed ASW. That'll round up to 3, which makes them 5. Another one for being over a column is 6. -2 is 4. So we can hit them on a 1 or less. I don't know that we have a shot here. Probably not. 3 + 3 is 6 -0. Yeah, so no shot on that one. So our only shot of what's revealed at least is this guy. We have a theoretical shot here, which would actually be 1 better, 2 or less, but once we reveal it, it could be a lot worse. So we'll try that one at 1 or less. Maybe we'll get lucky. Nope. 2.5 rounds up to 3, + 1 + 3 makes 7. We have 2 defense, so they're going to be on the 5 row, 5 to 6 row, with a -1 because we're cautious. 4 on the 5 to 6 row means we are spotted. We will not reattack. Endurance check, B rating, 5 or less. Got it. And then see if we lose our spotted marker. And we do. head fin will move up to here. So transit event check, safe, search and contact. 1.5 is going to be nothing. They are A rating, so 7 or less, since they didn't find anything, and they fail. Alrighty, that just leaves these 4 in the South China Sea 2 op area. We're actually going to have them move up into South China Sea 1 for a little bit better chance of finding something. So snapper first, transit event check, safe, search and contact 4 and 3, sparse small convoy 2 and 1. All right, we're going to set up in column A and go aggressive. Ooh, nice. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Our light cruiser is the Kashima Super Light, 3,000 tons. Still 4 defense though, which kind of stinks. All right, that doesn't help. -1 and 0. All right, so we go after this one. This is a -2 because we're aggressive, so they're a 0. We got 5. With the DRM, we need a 6 or less. Oh, come on. We stay put, stay aggressive. I come out of this empty-handed. That's going to be very disappointing. Alrighty. -1, 0, and -3. All right, so this is actually -3. So they're a 1. 2 hit of 4, hit on 5 or less. This is 1 plus 1 is 2, -4 is -2. So we hit them, well, their 2 hit is a 7. And we would hit them on an 8 or less. Boy. Yeah, it's only 1,000 more tons. Not really worth it. We could try a split, which might be worth doing since we have our aggressive modifier. If we went, we got 5, so 3 and 2. We go 3 here, 2 here. Actually, 7 and 4. Probably go 4 here and 1 here. So that only drops this by 1. Still gives us a 50% chance of hitting that one. And then this one would drop by 4, which would also put it at a 3. So yeah, we'll try that. We got a 50-50 chance at both. Or each, I should say. With a 25% chance for both, I think. All right, so we'll try the cruiser first. 4 or less. Nope. And the merchant. There we go. So that was worth doing. First roll would have whiffed, even if we went after the merchant. So 2,000 ton merchant for the snapper. So 1 ship and 2,000 tons. We'll roll this over. Moves that up. 2,300,000 tons exactly. And 504 ships. No counterattack, so our endurance check will be for a B rating with going aggressive. We need a 4 or less. Nope. Then we will have the permit. Whoops. Patrol move in. And that's going to be a transit event check. 9-9 is not good. They are lost at sea. Cause unknown. Well, that stinks. I just realized, I don't know why I put them up here. They go down in the done section. They should have been there, but they are now lost. So that's another lost sub. 3 9s in a row. Wow. Okay, that's going to put us up to 69 lost subs. Terrible, terrible. We're going to move the Pompano in next. Okay, good. And search and contact. 4 and 7 is a sparse large convoy, which is 1211. All right, well, with our puny little 4 attack rating, I think we will just set up here in column A and go cautious. So we will flip this one over and this one over, and boy. Debating whether to unflip that, because this could very well be a diligent escort. Yeah, we'll try it. Oh, aircraft. Okay. That's not as bad, so we'll take it. It's going to make this pretty rough going, though. Flip over 2, right? Because our tactical rating is 3, the last number. We get 2 of these, since we can't target the aircraft. Oh, great. Oh, boy. And you know what's really bad here is we're going to have to take a shot here, even though it's not gonna, it's gonna end up being impossible, or maybe not. Yeah, we do 2.5. We assume he's 1. No, we won't. Good. Okay. So 1 plus 2.5 rounded up is 4, plus 1 for being over a column makes it 5. 0 on the TDC, so that's an impossible shot. Good. And this is also an impossible shot. So we got no shot, which means there's no counterattack. And we can just leave without suffering any consequences. C rating, we need a 4 or less. Nope. And last but not least, the S44. Event check. Search contact. 8 and 9. Wow. They find a moderate density task force. Probably more than they wanted to come across. 2, 2, 3, and 4. Oh boy. 3 attack against this. I think I'm inclined to set up over here. I think that's our best chance of not finding ASW. And going cautious, so we only have to flip over 1. And I think we try this one. Oh boy. Well, let's hope we can nullify him and flip him back over. It's funny, the first 2 attacks, we get a diligent escort, and then nothing until the very last one. All right, it's the Michishio. They are a 5, so we need to roll a 6 or higher. Nope. At least it wasn't a 0. So they will get an immediate counterattack. Don't think. Let me look at this thing again on the attack postures. I don't think they affect this. Where is that? Here it is. So for cautious attack posture, you get -1 from the non-diligent escort counterattack die roll, but it does not have an effect on the diligent escort's counterattack die roll. So they will just get a straight roll for that on their special row there. So we need it to be 5 or less to have no effect on us. Ooh, good. All right. So we get 2 TDC markers. But wow, I don't know if anything's even with a 5 ASW, even with a -3. I guess 5 -3. Yeah, I guess. Unfortunately, we're going to have a theoretical attack here, I think, that can possibly work. Unless, no, let's do this. We'll target 2 over here. This might be a little gamey, but that way, even if we get -3s, they're impossible to hit. Yeah, we didn't anyway. So we got no shot, so no counterattack, and we can bug out. We are a D rating, so we need a 3 or less. Got it. See you later. Go ahead and put him underneath. He was the only one that got to stay of that group of 4. Well, the other one got to stay, but not the way they wanted to. They're staying because they're at the bottom of the ocean. All right. Now to move things out. And we have this one up here at Dutch Harbor, who we will, as per usual, unless there's congregating risk involved, move them over here to the Coral Islands. They won't have to do a transit event check. I'm going to leave that one at Pearl Harbor to hopefully be able to form a wolf pack next turn. So then that just leaves these two over here coming out of the Bushnell, which now we can decide where we want them to go now that everybody's cleared out and done their thing. So it looks like we've got 3 here, 4 here. I'm thinking we leave the S47 here, and we'll send the skipjack up to here. Join these guys. And they certainly won't have to do a transit event check, and neither will they. So, I believe that's going to do it. There was no weather, so nothing to do for that. We've already taken care of the spotted markers. Ultra markers come off. No storms or typhoons. So just advance the date marker. No war progress phase yet. Got several months before we'll need to start checking that. So that will do it for week 3 of January 44. We're currently at 504 ships sunk, totaling 2,300,000 tons. 69 subs lost. But we were able to improve our Wolfpack experience to 5. So just 4 more experience points for that, and we can start deploying more Wolfpacks, more and larger Wolfpacks. So that's going to do it for this episode. It's good to be back playing this again. So hopefully get a few more turns out here in the next week or so. And thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode.